All right. Well, we are back at the 9 Club Stop and Chat. We've got our special returning guest, Sean Malto, is on the show.
Yes, thank you for having me again.
We gotta go, Malto. This is not. I don't know if
so hard for me to not laugh that
Listen,
hard.
man. For the people at home, we have Malto on a monitor in the studio here, and he's got a photo of me when I had my unkept beard, and this was on a month-long tour.
This was not even quarantine. This is real life.
That is real, real life.
That was by choice.
Actually,
he was homeless. And
the story behind that, Malto, is it wasn't by choice. Well, it kind of by choice, I should say a little bit, because halfway through the tour, maybe even in the beginning of the tour, my razor broke. You know, I have an electric razor that I use, and it broke. And so I said, you know what? We're here. We're doing it. I'm just going to let this thing grow. Unfortunately, it was a bad choice because I can't get that photo off the internet.
That's a good one.
Well, there's not as many of these out there as you would think.
Yeah,
there's a
one.
lot more of the Google search. There is one, and it's definitely kind of at the top.
It's kind of at the top. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I need to put out more content so it pushes it back.
Wait, can you tell us the story behind this photo, Chris? Why was it taken?
I'm guessing like
he was begging for money there.
Yeah, I was asking for a couple bucks. I don't know who took that photo, to tell you the truth.
Cohen,
maybe Ben or Mesa. I don't know.
They were like, yeah, you look crazy, dude. And took a photo of you, and that was it.
Wow, this is really taking away from Sean's return to the night.
Yeah, what else do you want to know about C-Rob now that we're...
I don't know, but look at that. That's horrible. Look, what kind of sunglasses am I wearing? Those are like square sunglasses. I don't know. That's just a bad look.
You're hiding behind a lot of emotions right there.
I could definitely tell you that was in the hotel parking lot, though. Look at that. Look at that.
That's true.
It's just
like Quinta.
Probably so over it. I have to get up at like 8 a.m. Just like, dude, where are we going now? Where are we going?
Where are we going now, Chris?
I don't know. Well, Sean's obviously typing. He's going to pop up another photo. I don't like this Zoom thing.
I got some on deck. I mean, obviously you can't focus with this one.
I don't like.
I'll give you a prettier
one.
Well,
wow,
that's beautiful.
There we go.
Look at that, man. That is a beautiful.
Look at that.
Back when he used to see ledges.
You know, listen, man. That's a perfect Kelly. Kelly's jealous because he loves the sunset.
Oh, I love that photo. Yeah. That's a good trick too.
You should post that, Kelly. Tag me.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, we'll see.
I need a print for my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's sad because unfortunately you popped that up before the show. I can't remember who took that photo for the life of me. I apologize to the photographer.
We're
gonna need someone to comment in.
I know.
Who shot it?
Kelly thinks it's Oliver Barton. It could be.
That or Ben Colin. I was thinking.
Ben, yeah.
Both great photographers. I could see it.
Yeah, man.
Could be Yoon.
Could be Yoon. I don't know. I forget. Damn. Oh, well. Comment below. Anyway, Malto. How are you, dude?
I'm good. Yeah. Just navigating.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else,
Totally.
It's definitely some strange times right now, but just listening, learning.
Yeah.
Skating. Yeah.
Absolutely. Did you skate today?
Yeah, I did. I actually skated Beebles Park or Nike Park or the North Hollywood Park, the private one, however you want to call it. Okay. I skated that for the first time in months. First time since quarantine.
Damn.
How was it?
Yeah, I had to bring the green ledge back. People didn't that I took that.
Oh, is that because I was going to ask you, you brought that to your house and were skating in front of the house, or?
Well, yeah. So at the start of quarantine, I was like, well, no one's going to the park because it's dangerous. I should bring this ledge to my house. So I called Scuba. He was like, yeah, take it over, whatever. And I was just skating out front of my house just to have like something to skate throughout this process. And then I will say I did keep it a lot longer than I think what I even thought or what most people thought. And finally I got it back to the park today.
Wait, which ledge was it? Is it the little small one?
It's the little green plastic butter bench,
Yes.
which I thought was the most like
non-skated thing?
I personally don't even skate that at the park. So I guess me being a little naive about the situation, I was just like, well, no one really skates this, and there's a ton of other ledges, so I'll bring this one over. And then I found out seem to like that ledge the most.
It was one of my favorite ledges to skate. You move it around and it's fun.
Put down things.
And it's small.
It is funny that like kind of, I mean, it's like a shitty little butter bench ledge, right? It's just made out of wood. It's probably the most inexpensive thing in the park.
Right.
Is like the most coveted thing. Like I personally like the concrete ledge at the park, but yeah, it's but it is fun. I've learned to love it over the past couple months.
I bet.
People saw that I liked it.
Well, it's a good ledge to learn a trick on. It's like small, it's not that long, so if you want to learn blunts or anything like that too, it's like
quick on and
quick on and off. It's a good ledge to learn.
You can go over the back and things like that.
Yeah.
I saw a Nollie frontside flip switch crook. That was fucking pretty sick, dude.
I did. Yeah, it was the only ledge I've ever done it on in my life. So it must be something.
That's awesome, man. That was good.
Would you mind giving, as much as I love to look at myself up there, you could take that off.
You want me to change it?
Yeah, it's about time.
I'll change it for you.
Oh, he's going to change it to something else. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Me and Malto hanging out.
Malto's ears look huge now.
It's this way.
Yeah. Hey, man.
There you
Young
go.
crowd.
I could change it to Dario too. If you want.
Yeah, there you go.
That's Dario.
3. No,
I miss Dario. I haven't seen Dario in a long time.
Man, I don't know where he's. I don't
He's
know where
around.
I don't know where he is.
What was that at, Chris? Was
This
that like
is-
a little party? You actually went to a party?
Some DVS. I don't know. I don't know what that was.
The internet says a DVS something. I
Okay.
don't know if it's shoe release or video or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Huh? Interesting. I feel like this is this is your life for me. Just going through.
Bringing up old shit.
Yeah,
He normally does this every day at home. Says like just looking at photos of you.
yeah. It's
I mean,
understand-
Rob has got me through quarantine. Everything that you've done, I've really dove into your life's work.
I appreciate
So
that.
I really appreciate you doing what you do. You know?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I don't know if I believe you, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What else you got? You got any other photos you want to cycle through, or what? I don't. I need to block
What
the
else
Zoom
do I
feature.
have?
I think.
Let me see. I really wanted this GIF to be on loop behind me, but it just the GIFs don't play on Zoom, or I don't know how to work that. But that's
God.
kind of it. See, Rob?
Okay, dude. Imagine
Yeah,
having 2
sorry.
switch flip manis playing at the same time. It'd be incredible.
That would be incredible.
I need like monitors around me with that. There he is. There now.
I could change it back to my house.
Okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. So what's been going on since you were on the show last? I want to mention that, when you were on the show, you had mentioned about David Gervette and filming for the what Transworld video was that? The
It
And
was
Now?
and
now.
Yeah.
That's right. And he thought you were a curse to him.
He thought it was a curse.
He
Yeah.
slammed on a trick, and you were there, and then he never skated in front of you ever again.
That is absolutely true. That's exactly how it happened. But like I said before, everybody knew about it besides me. So it was kind of a weird, like he had to sneak off. If he just would have told me, I would have walked around the corner or something. I don't know.
Right.
But
Skaters
I
like to
did run
communicate.
into him. I ran into him in Oregon, actually in Portland, not all that long ago.
Okay.
And he came up to me and was just like, dude, he was just like, there wasn't it wasn't an apology, because he doesn't need to apologize about anything. It's just how he felt.
Sure.
But he was just like, I want to skate with you, whatever, let's hang out. It was super cool. It was just a funny little moment, because I like Gervette. He's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And we got along, but he just can't skate in front of me.
Amazing.
But we never did. We still, to this day, have never skated together.
Gervette's amazing, though. Such a good dude.
Yeah, he's funny.
But I asked him on the show.
skateboarder.
I asked him when he came on the show. I told you I would ask him about it, and I did. And I can't remember what he said exactly. He said he just didn't feel he slammed, and then he just didn't want to skate in front of you anymore. It wasn't like I don't know. I can't remember what he said. I should have watched the episode before.
Yeah, we're gonna need to pull
here.
it up. I mean, I don't remember what he said. Everybody has their little nervous ticks.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Madness.
And the shit that he tries, he can get really hurt on. So whatever he needed to do to get things done, and if that involves me not being there, then
That's fine.
Mhm.
It's all good.
that's fine with me. I never took offense to that, but
Yeah.
um,
Well, I'm
it's
glad,
just kind of funny, I guess.
dude. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm glad it finally.
I wonder if that goes into other things in his life about like, do you think he can't eat with some people, or like he can't,
Could
he can't,
be.
like what, you know what I mean? I wonder if he's like
Like he
I got
chokes?
food poisoning,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
guy was here, and I can't do it again. Can't do
Probably.
it again. I don't know.
Well, maybe if he gets food poisoning at a certain place, he's probably like, I'm never gonna go back to that place.
True.
Yeah, but someone was with him. He's like, I can't eat with that
True,
guy
but
anymore.
I'm not the reason. The ledge that he hung up on. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with him falling at that spot.
And there were other people there that were skating. The filmer, photographer. There were
Yeah.
other people there
But
too.
he saw Sean.
Yeah. Didn't he say he saw Sean? I think he said when he was falling, he saw you out of his peripheral or something. I want to say.
Really?
I don't.
I don't know
did he
if I remember that,
Really?
but,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm trying to. Maybe I'm just making shit up now.
I mean,
Gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch
I
it.
vividly remember the slam that he took, and I don't know if he would have time to think about anything else besides like.
He's all as he's falling, Balto.
I know. That's what I'm
It
saying.
was-
Like,
It was heavy. He tried to lip slide this rail through like this bar, and he got in a Smith grind and flew and hit his legs on the bar and flipped over. It was like a car crash. But
jeez.
yeah, if he could slow things down like that,
That's
look
maybe.
me in the eyes as he's flipping.
No,
over.
but peripheral. If you're wearing a white shirt, you could see the white. I don't know. Well, like I said, maybe I'm just making it up now. But I do have a tip for you. If you ever go camping with him and he wants to go off by himself, let him go off by himself. Don't follow him.
I mean, I'm totally fine with that. Yeah.
FYI, just letting you know. Okay, he might go under a waterfall or something, and he needs a little time alone.
True. I don't want to put any. Yeah. I don't know what would happen if
I could.
he
I could.
skated
They
in
won't
front.
skate with him?
Imagine if he slammed again. I'm like, then it's just solidified.
Yeah.
It's true, and then no one can skate with me ever again.
Like, I won't skate in front of you, but I'm down to go camping.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you go watch his episode, you'll know why
Yeah.
that I say that don't go follow him while you're camping. He becomes one with
there's
one with the nature. I should Malto.
Oh,
Yeah.
great for him. I love that.
So Sean doesn't know this.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Alone in the nature.
Him in his hand.
Something in hand
He's-
What?
Underneath a waterfall.
under a
I
waterfall.
love you trying to describe it to him.
Hold on. Okay, you know what? We'll just leave it as I won't follow him into this.
That's what I was trying to
Don't
tell
follow
you.
him behind the
Leave it at
waterfall.
that, Yeah,
That's what I was trying to tell you.
yeah. I'll give him his little personal time or
Yeah.
whatever.
Give him his space. Give him his
Everybody
space.
needs a little PT.
I understand. Yeah. What else is going on, man? Now that all this is kind of,
They're loosening restrictions.
loosening,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, are you trying to get back out there and skate, or what's your vibe right now?
So
Are you scared
yeah,
of people, or you not care?
no, I'm
Or
scared, but I'm also
50-50.
like, it's half and half, and it's
Yeah.
it kind of is one of those things. Like I saw Rick Howard like last week randomly. Like I was trying to. Well, let me back up. So over the past few weeks, I've been starting to like actually go out and skate. Like I didn't leave my house other than the front to skate the green bench for 2 months. And then I started to kind of like, all right, I'm going to get out, start skating, going to spots. And then randomly I was in Redondo Beach and Rick Howard was skating a curb by himself, which I thought was amazing. Like,
Wow.
this guy's still like
Yeah,
just
tight.
slopping around for the love of it. And Rick's like, Malto. I'm like, Rick, whatever, you know, we haven't seen each other in so long. And he just gave me a hug.
Right.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like
That just happened.
Yeah.
this is weird, but I guess whatever. But
Hope
I'm
you didn't give me
still
COVID.
just, I'm not giving people hugs like that. I'm just kind of giving them an elbow or a fist pound and whatever, and
Sure.
then keeping my distance. And I keep a bottle of hand sanitizer in my pocket at all times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am still like kind of freaked out, but I mean, I've always been a little bit of a hypochondriac. but-
Okay. Yeah, it is a weird thing though. You know, you go for these months without having contact with people, and then all of a sudden you see them and people are reaching their hands out, and
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know if are you up with current events? Like, this is going on. Like, and then I feel weird just putting my elbow out, and it's a whole thing, you know? It's weird.
It's a whole thing. And
I have to like
everybody
tell
has
people
their-
like, hey, it's an elbow.
Yeah.
It's a, you know, it's a whole thing right now.
Oh, what,
like,
you're too good not to
Yeah, it's like
shake
I
my
gotta
hand?
explain
Can I shake
myself
my
or
hand
something.
like a man?
right.
That's what I was going to say is everybody has their own version of it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm respectful of whatever people want to do. And like, sometimes we'll go out with like, you know, there'll be like 8 of us or something. And 4 people have a kind of their version, and then another 4 have their version. And so there's like, sometimes people are like fucking sharing water bottles and like
Yeah.
high-fiving and stuff, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's cool. I'm like, you guys do that. I'm in no position to tell you not to do that. But also, don't be talking shit when I give you a little elbow. you know?
Yeah. It's like everybody's got to respect everybody's,
Yeah.
you know, whatever
100%.
you're going through.
It's just how they think about it. And I mean, no one knows what's right or wrong or what's going to happen or how it's happening. So
Sure. Yeah. No, it's weird, you know, but it is what it is. I mean, we're slowly returning to normal over here, getting back in the house, sitting next to Raj. Kelly's over there, and you know,
Really hasn't changed much.
it's really
Like, we were seeing one another anyways.
That's true. But there would be weeks where I wouldn't come over here and see you. Like we'd just go on Zoom and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm not even going to the grocery store yet. You know?
Really?
No.
You
They've all
haven't
been looted.
gone.
No.
They've all been
I
looted.
haven't eaten in 2 months, bro. I'm starving. Fucking starving. No, I
what do you
order.
do? Instacart or something?
Blue Apron.
Yeah, I order my groceries through like Amazon Fresh or Ralphs.com or some shit like that. You know,
You
And
did
then-
that a lot normally too, right?
Not
Before?
my groceries.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one thing that I really have been struggling with is not being able to just get up and be like, oh, you know what? I want chips and salsa right now. I'm going to go to the store and get chips. You know what I mean? Like that's one
Yeah.
thing I've been missing where I really have to think in advance. Like, what am I going to want in like 2 weeks? Probably like con queso and lime chips.
100%. Yeah. I mean, even like on like the days like I go out and skate, like I'm packing like a little lunchbox. Like I feel like I'm going to school. I'm like, okay, do I have enough water for the day? Like,
Yeah.
like
Do you have my mask?
The mask. Yeah.
mask,
Yeah.
hand sanitizer, like little food, like packets. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm good because like, I'm not going to stroll into a gas station. Like I'm just not going to do that right now. But
Sure.
Do you cook a lot?
so I do not cook a lot. But Joseph and Emily, my 2 friends from Kansas City who are a couple, like ended up moving to LA kind of right before the pandemic started. And they both were living with me looking for apartments, or an apartment for them too. And just the restaurant, everything kind of shut down. So I've been staying with them. Emily is a sommelier. Joseph like loves to cook. And so I've been very well taken care of through this whole process.
Eating well.
Perfect, dude.
What's your address?
I'm like,
You need another
I
roommate?
have eaten better than I have in my entire life in this past 2 months. I'm like,
Wow.
because we're like, there's nothing else to do. So,
Sure.
you know, Joseph's cooking, Emily's ordering wine, and then we were all like sitting down talking about like whatever. It's been great for the food department. you
Right.
know. Obviously, it's I've been playing way too many video games and like just like not doing shit. But
You should play Chris a video game for 2
What,
days.
what do
one
you
game.
What do you play? What game?
I'm on Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty, man. What about NBA? NBA 2K?
You know what? So I don't play video games.
Oh.
I've never been a video game guy. And at the start of quarantine, it started, and I was like, you know what? Like, fuck it. I'm ordering like the headset. I'm gonna do the whole thing.
Okay.
And I did the whole thing, and I got on Call of Duty, and I just got so locked in. I like beat the game in 2 days, and then I started to like go online, and like I didn't know how it all worked, and I got fully locked in. Like,
Oh, wow.
I was playing 8 hours a day for like 2 weeks straight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then
Just
now
you and
I'm
Akiba?
like, dude,
Jeez.
it's Daniel Duarte, Louis Lopez, Jake Anderson, Atiba, Akko.
Yeah.
Like we have this like whole little crew, and we were just logging on. And to my defense too, when you're like have the whole headset on and you're like whatever, you kind of feel like you're hanging out with them in a way.
Oh, absolutely.
And so like I was kind of getting like, I was like, oh, I'm like broing with these guys. It's cool. We're playing video games and
Sure.
whatever. But now I'm like, well, I could care less about it. They all call me. Now I'm getting made fun of. They're like, you're just a fake gamer.
Bandwagon.
Yeah.
Do you start a
just
Twitch
like, you
account?
just logged on for a few weeks. You don't really fuck with us. I'm like, I do in real life. Sorry. It's just not.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I have something else to do, I would rather do that.
Sure. I mean, you got to take it as it comes, right? It's like, I used to play Call of Duty with those dudes a lot. You know, Akko, Atiba, Mike Mo, everybody.
Weirdly enough, Mike Mo hasn't been in my gamer circle, which is weird.
Mike Mo's on the Fortnite. That's
Yeah,
his shit.
I can't do Fortnite.
I talk to him quite often, and he's just is like, oh, I'm getting on Fortnite, like doing Fortnite. It's all about Fortnite.
I don't know much about video games in general. I just like Call of Duty's pretty straight up. You just get dropped in a map and you try to like kill the person before they kill you. It's like, whatever.
Sure.
Fortnite, you got to like build stuff, and then it's like this whole like world that you're. I don't know.
Oh, trust me. I've tried to play. But no, it's not my thing. You know, I'm more into like NBA, play some Madden maybe, you know, stuff like that.
The other game I'm into is this like golf game.
Oh yeah, I used to play a lot of Tiger Woods too.
I know the Tiger Woods one is like, I mean, they haven't made a new one in a while.
Sure.
So there's this 2K makes one now. So Atiba, Akko, and I have been getting our golf fix in.
Man, I gotta get on there with you guys when they're golf, bro. I need to. I used to play a lot with you. We've played before.
You used to play golf with him?
Yeah.
We have, yeah.
What?
C-Rob had a good swing.
Him
His heart wasn't in the game.
No, Malta. You know him and Torgy. We go out and play. But
Would you rent clubs?
Huh?
Would you rent clubs?
No, I had clubs, and that was a big part of it, man. I had, Wilson clubs. You know, the Wilson clubs is like, Big Five. It's a really shit clubs, and I had this little shitty bag, and these dudes are serious, man. They they got the bags, they got the little muffs that go over the things, and and sponsored by Nike. But
fitted,
I don't know, man. I would just pull up and I'd already feel defeated before I even started playing.
I mean, you could probably see my putting mat right.
What do you got?
Oh, nice.
What is that? Like 4 feet?
He gets that close to the hole every time.
7.
Oh, 7?
Okay. So if I get you golf clubs, the
my
tailor-made,
God.
fitted clubs to you,
Yes.
you would go golf.
Of course. Here's another issue that I had, Malto. Another issue that I have was I am very I get agitated when I play golf. And you very well know that golf is a very hole by hole sport, right? It's like one hole you could be doing well, and then the next hole you're completely fucked. And I want to go home after like 8 holes. You know what I mean? And that really, I haven't
Why'd you
found.
play 9 holes?
Well, these guys, they play the full 18 and they do this. And I sometimes would go to the 3 pars, they have one up here on Pico. But,
join them on the back 9.
Huh?
Just join them on the back 9.
Yeah, but it's no fun. Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Yeah,
But,
it's really not for the mentally weak, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. No, but seriously though, it's
C-Rob, come out, play. It'll be fun. Well, whatever. We'll drink some boulevards. I'll bring them back from Kansas City.
I love that.
Have a great time.
Do you still have a place in Kansas City?
I do. Actually, so the people, my friends who live there right now, just moved out this week.
Oh, wow.
So I need to go back out there and like figure out what I'm going to do with it.
Rent it or
clean it all out, rent it, sell it. I don't know, you know?
What does your heart say? What do you want to do? You want to keep it or?
So the thing about it, I would love to keep it.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's a great spot,
what I mean? But it's kind of a little like, I don't use it as much as I pay for it.
Right.
So if I were to sell it or rent it, like I could probably stay in a nice spot when I'm there, and it would be it'd financially be better. So I just don't know, but I do love it. I love having a place there. I love having roots there.
Yeah.
It's also, I have a ton of friends who would gladly host me whenever I'm in town, you know?
Right. But there's nothing like going back to your own spot while you're there, you know, and kind of getting into your whole routine and stuff.
Is the park still there too?
100%. The park is still there. Yeah. Park's still there. My place is there. But
You still got the handrail in there too, right?
I still got the handrail.
From the bedroom.
If I did sell it, I was I was playing with the idea of going out and stealing skate stoppers to put on the rail.
Wow.
I would never buy skate stoppers just because I would never support that. But I was like, I should go de-knob a spot and then knob the rail.
What'd you do?
Just to
50,
confuse some
50, right? You 50-50'd it.
Yep.
I did 50-50, yeah.
How many tries did that take?
It didn't take too many tries.
First
It
of all,
was
how many
like-
stairs is it? It's like a 15 or something.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Joseph, how many stairs are in the loft? Do you remember? It's at least 15, but I think it's closer to like 18 or 19.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll count them up. It's like not a small handrail. Like
It's tall too.
it's just steep. It's weird. It's like kind of narrow. It's steep. It's like
In your house.
the ground's like it's hollow stairs. It's
There's
just
a
like a
wall.
weird thing. And
Sure.
you know, I've always thought if I did slam, like that's like that's my house. Like I look at that all the time. Like it's not like
sit
I
on the
could
couch.
put that away and not
Yeah.
even think about it again. Like I'm just gonna look at that thing. So, anyways, it took like I think I did it fourth try, but Ty wanted another angle, and then Ben wanted a photo, and it was hard to kind of coexist in there because like it's kind of in a place and tight. So I had to do it 4 times.
You had to do it 4 times?
4 times.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, dude.
Wow.
Was that annoying to you? Or you're like, oh, whatever, it's cool.
He's home.
It wasn't annoying at the time. Well, it's not annoying when you get out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah.
I did it 4 times and like I was fine. It's annoying when like you're like, hey, can I get one more? And then you eat shit. That's when it's annoying.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, I have so much respect for photographers. Like, I don't land shit for hours sometimes, and they stick through that. So if I have to do something a couple times, it's all right.
Yeah, and it's not like you're doing some, you know, crazy unusual like kickflip back tail or something, you know what I mean? Like something that could really destroy you. Like you're doing something that you know you could do.
You're confident with it.
Yeah.
Confident with it, and things most likely won't go wrong. It's just if it did,
Sure.
then you're screwed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
You have because that's your living room. You're sitting watching the game right where you slammed.
Yeah, right where my face hit the floor. That's where I'm like sitting. I just noticed Roger's Crocs.
Wow.
It's hard to not see.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll move the little webcam up so you can't
Orange
see his
poking
feet.
through the table.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Roger? Last time I saw you was at the Opera House.
Yeah, I was shooting something for basically LA Phil, and I saw you. I'm like, Malto, and I just kept on walking, and you're like talking to somebody.
Yeah. So my friend Wilder invited me to what is it? An orchestra? Or,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget what was going on that night. There was like something special going on that night. That's why
Yeah, I
we were there
forget
shooting it.
too. I have the pamphlet. I'm not like that knowledgeable in that world, but he invited me there to like this like orchestra, and we went, and it was so sick. We saw a couple different people and acts, and then like I was sitting like just drinking a beer, kind of feeling out of place because whatever, like I'm at an opera house in downtown LA with my friend Wilder
at the Disney Center,
and here comes Roger, just like, oh hey Malto, just like
you're like, what?
It was bizarre.
I'm used to being in like an alleyway, like skating a ledge. It was just so random to me, and I thought it was super funny.
Raj can pop up in the most unusual situations. You never know.
Yeah.
You gotta almost look over your shoulder.
Yeah.
You almost got to look over your shoulder where you see if he's around.
Man of many talents. I was like, this dude is working out here. Love it. Not only can he do the 9 Club,
shooting the LA film.
Could film the LA Opera.
That's right, man. How did it go that night, Raj? Did you get some good footage?
It was good. It was it the night where the it was like a Spanish dude singing, and he had like a. I think I don't even remember.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was like that.
I could look it up, but it's gonna be a ton of shit that I don't know, and I assume you guys probably don't know.
Yeah, I actually don't even care. Actually,
I could see the disinterest in Robert's face right now.
Anyway, bro. That's cool, man. Yeah, you got to watch out, man. Raj could be, he's like,
you never know where I'm going to be.
He's like the butler in Deeds. He just pops up out of nowhere, you know?
Yes.
The best thing is that Roger probably wasn't surprised to see Sean. He's like,
I heard
hey,
it.
what's
Well,
up,
the
dude?
funny thing is, I was like, so like we were basically kind of like jumping around from, balcony to balcony, whatever, like shooting the show. And I have someone there basically kind of like guiding me around and like basically like, basically watching, taking me to the correct spots, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Chaperone me, whatever. And I hear this voice, and I got my camera like on a tripod on my shoulder, and I'm like, what? I'm like, Malto! And he's like, hey! And like, it just kept on walking.
Wow.
Didn't even get a chance to talk to him.
It just kept on going. It's like,
Listen, Raj's got things to do. He's got things to do. He just can't stop and chat.
I thought it was great. I was just like random as could be. Like a skateboarder and a skateboard filmer just like cruising through. Like, all right. I was like, Raj, we made it.
We're at the LA Phil.
What's going on, Malto? Seriously, let's talk, man. Last project you did, I'm trying to think back. Was it Mountain Dew? The little in the warehouse thing? Was that the last thing?
The Nike video you did recent, or like was it like a year ago maybe?
Well, both those things did happen.
Which one was the last one? I feel like the Mountain Dew thing, no?
Was it Modern Lines? I can't remember what happened, if it was Modern Lines, the Mountain Dew thing, or Trust Fall, the Nike video. Two very, very separate things.
Yeah,
sure.
Which one do you guys want to talk about first?
The roll-on front crook, dude. That was dope, dude. That was the last time. I think the last video part kind of you had, or like.
Yeah, and that was actually very last minute. Like someone got hurt. I forget who it was for the video, and about 6 months before the video was coming out, they were like, "Hey, can you film some stuff for the video?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And like I just got in a groove and things were working out, so I actually had some stuff in there that I was really stoked on.
Was that roll on front crook, was that scarier than ollieing into a ledge to front crook?
Yeah, it was. How that kind of all worked out. So Ant was filming with Blake Carpenter, Donnie, and myself. Like we were kind of like his guys, and we were going out and doing these trips. But I had a street league in London, and I skated the street league, and I skated it like complete shit. And I was like, I don't want to be out in London just for that few days and just have this bad contest performance and just go home. So I hit up Scuba to extend my ticket, and I was like, hey, Jacob Harris is out here. He's swimming trust ball. You think like I could stay for a little longer and just skate with these guys out here? And he was like, yeah, for sure. Let me hit him up. And they were like down to skate. And he was like, I can't get you a hotel. And I was like, cool. And I hit up Chiron. Chiron was like, yeah, Sean, you could stay at my place. And I was like, sick, Chiron Davis. And I stayed with Chiron for, I don't know, 7 to 10 days and had a blast. Like had so much fun hanging with them. Their house is so sick. Their crew is so sick. And Jacob Harris was actually the one who was like, hey, Sean, I have this spot you can do a roll-on front crook at. And I was like, I've never done that before, but whatever. And like, I show up and I'm just like, I don't know about this. Like, I've never, like, this is weird, whatever. And then Casper Brooker did the roll-on 5-0 kickflip out.
Right? That's what I was thinking, yeah.
So the spot is this roll-on ledge, and then there's a pub at the bottom, and people can sit outside.
But it's a 6 or 7 stair ledge, right?
Something like that.
I think it's
I don't
taller
know.
than that.
It has to be taller.
I think like 8 or 9 or something,
Okay.
I was going to say, or 10 maybe.
But Casper was like, all I want to do is this trick. This is what I want to do today. We're like, cool. But he was like, I cannot skate it if there's people sitting at the pub, like on the chairs. So we showed up and there's people drinking at the pub. Like it's London. Like,
sure,
people just do that all day long.
Yeah.
Like whatever. So we're like, it's not like, let's go to another spot. It's like, okay, let's just kick it and hang out and skate these ledges up top until they leave.
Oh, perfect.
So we were literally there for probably 7 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah. And like, so he would start trying it. And then like people would come out to sit like this party and be like, all right, let's just wait till they leave. Right. And then we just kind of sit, hang out, talk, whatever. It was cool because it was like a plaza situation.
What is that?
And then,
is that you?
and then,
That's my phone.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on.
sorry. Rogers has.
Damn it, Roger.
He was watching YouTube videos while we were talking.
It literally somehow
Yeah.
popped up.
Is my story that bad, Roger?
I thought it was great, dude.
I'm loving it.
No, but the thing that I trip on is like, you know, when you're in the groove of something, you start trying something, and just because somebody sits there, like I would feel like if I stopped trying it, that I'd fully get out of my groove, or I'd get sore. Like I'd want to keep trying it. That's so bizarre to me.
I thought that too.
You guys should just take
But
over
he
the
was
seats.
just like, he just doesn't like that visual. And he was just like, whatever.
I can understand
And like,
that.
I was like, I'll go talk to him. Maybe they can go inside for a little bit, like whatever. And he was like, no, let's just let them have their beers, hang out. And then I'm going to try it again when they leave. And so it was just a day of that. Mark Suchu was randomly there too.
Wow.
And we were skating with him. He did, even the ledge up top, he did that switch back nose blunt kickflip out.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was same session. And then
Oh
I got all fired up because we're all skating. So I was just starting to kind of like tinker with it. Just, we were there for so long. And then Casper did the 5-0 kickflip. We're all like, yeah, we're all psyched. And then we're all kind of, I'm like, you know, let me just like start to slowly get in, and then like just whatever. And then Jacob gave me a little push, you know how filmers do, Rob.
Sure.
So just get the camera out and get set up. I was like, all
You
right,
never
well,
know.
I guess I'm gonna actually try this now. And it took me like probably like 30 to 45 minutes to actually get off the end of the ledge. And then I was like, okay, I got it. I think it was a few tries after that.
What was the scariest? Was getting on the scariest part, or
Or going
So-
fast.
yeah?
enough to do
What
it,
was
I mean.
a?
It wasn't, I mean,
Testing the
going
grind.
the speed, I like kind of figured it out, but there's like, so it's this wide up top, right? And then there's this
Oh.
piece of like
Glass.
plexiglass.
Yeah.
And it was really hard to not grab it because it's like, it was only like waist high. So even subconsciously, there's times when I grinded to the end and jumped off, and I didn't even feel myself doing it. But when I checked the footage, I like touched it for a second.
Oh,
So it was like visually, like just having that safety net, I felt like I had to do it. So it was just kind of hard to get my hands off it. And then I thought I was just going to roll on and it was going to go into a nose manual, hit the glass, and I was going
Ooh.
to flip backwards.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the ones I actually went for and kept my hands off the glass, like went off the end. So
mm.
it was just a trippy thing. And to be honest, I just was like, oh, it's kind of like a cool clip, but I didn't really think much of it at the time
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
because that same trip, I nollie flipped the gap.
Oh,
the
yeah. Holy
thing.
shit.
And that's something I wanted to do forever. Like,
Wait,
I was
which
like,
gap?
I want to do this trick.
The OG one. The one that Rick.
The one under the bridge.
Oh, meanwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, too.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I had this vision in my head of nollie flipping the gap because I nollied it like a few months before on this trip. And
Well, we
like,
don't care about that. We want to talk about the switch crook. No.
I know. That's what happened though.
That's what happened, right?
It's funny how that happens. I think so hard about this trick and I'm like, this is what I want to do. I'm so psyched and I did it. And then like I'm randomly at this spot and I'm just like, you know what? I'm kind of like, whatever. I guess I'm here. I should just do this trick. Like I'm kind of bored. And then that's the trick that's like the one that everyone's like,
Well, it's out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's out of character, it's like it's memorable.
Well, it's like
I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
it's a trick that you do a lot, but it's also a new way of doing it, kind of reinventing it, and it's also really gnarly.
It's gnarly, and you wouldn't expect Malto to do
roll
on in, front crook, especially.
I've never seen anyone do that before. Just
in
general, really.
It looked good though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give that one 100% credit to Jacob. He was like the guy. He was like, you could roll on front crook. It would be sick, and I know how to film it. And I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know shit. But
I just want to nollie flip again.
Yeah.
And then it worked out. So
that's amazing. Let's talk about the nollie flip though, since that was one thing that you really were psyched on. And I was amazed. How big is that thing? I've never been there. Have you been there, Raj?
Been there. I've been there with Malto.
Oh, you weren't there with Malto?
Not during when you did, but
no.
Before 4 trips.
How big is that thing?
It's like 10 feet.
I don't know. It's big, but it's not like huge. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was never scared of falling into the pit. I was just scared of hanging up. And the hardest part is the runway sucks. So that's what makes everything hard about it. You kind of got to roll on this like little like Twinkie style thing and then carve in and carve around. But
sure.
I was just psyched because Tom Penny supposedly nollie backside flipped it.
What?
And no one filmed it.
No
and that's
way.
like the legend. Yeah, Tom Penny nollie backside flipped it. And I was like,
what? I never heard that.
Sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard that either.
It's the local legend.
Wow.
So I was psyched to be able to skate at nollie.
Crazy. Why didn't you nollie backside flip it?
Because it's ABD.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that Tom Penny has done gnarlier tricks without the camera, than whatever's been done? You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Like I was like, I would be scared to nollie backside flip this thing, but nollie flip, you kind of keep your shoulders a little straight.
Is that a spot? Do people go there to skate it? Is there other shit to skate there? Like I said, I've never been there. All I know is that little gap. So
it is a spot, and it started just as a skate spot.
Okay.
But I think skaters skated it so much that the city was just like, we're just going to build a skate park on the edge of it too. Yeah. So it's like,
gotcha.
Now it's like a skate park and a spot that you can skate whenever you want. But it started out as just a spot.
So there's other obstacles there.
Yeah, there's like a whole other park at the end of it.
There is like a built out skate park.
Remember when Carol ollied over the fence into the street?
Wait, so the PlayStation Park? Is that where it used to be?
No,
not that one?
No, that's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Go watch the 4-star. Was it Gang of 4-star trip?
I think it was Gang of 4-star.
Yeah, we skated that park in that.
Carol
Lucas killed the hip.
Oh, there's a hip.
Gonzalez on the gap again.
Yeah.
Oh, he ollied over it again.
Was on that trip. That was sick.
He had like a fucking a fucking water ski or whatever it was board.
Oh my God.
He had some like
he
ridiculous
had this big ass like board and he ripped. Isn't that fucking cool? We got to like go around Europe with Mark Gonzalez.
Yeah, and Spike.
And Spike.
Yeah.
God,
we are lucky.
Seriously.
Fuck.
Wow.
Damn, 4-star was dope, dude.
Yeah, man, it's funny, talking about 4-star and Girl and Chocolate and all that stuff. Like, man, we've been on Girl and Chocolate for a long time, dude. I mean, you and Mike Mo pretty much got on at the same time. I think we talked about it last time you were here.
Yeah, we got
Sean's
on.
Now the old dude.
Yeah,
He's kind of the old dude now.
Yeah, he's kind of the OG.
OG.
Yeah.
Don't say old, Raj. He's OG.
He's the elder. He's the elder.
30 years old. Can you believe that? That's considered old.
But it's funny though, just the because listen, man, this is skating. People switch teams. They go through a lot of stuff. They, it's a lot. But I mean, to stay on one brand, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's really sick.
Yeah, and I like there was a time when I like very considered like leaving or figuring out something else to do, or like, starting your own brand is always a thing, and ownership and like whatever.
Yeah.
There was like a crazy time, and obviously Girl and Chocolate went through some phases, right? And there's a bit of an unknown. But I am very grateful that I did kind of get through all that and the other side, and now I'm more stoked than ever to be a part of Crail Tap and Girl and Chocolate, and those guys have taken care of me since day one, and just to be able to see my boss or business owner in Rick Howard skating a curb I was like, all right, I'm psyched. You know what I mean? Like, this is,
you're in good hands.
Like, they're down for skating, and they always will be, and they
absolutely
take care of their riders and their friends, and so.
And I think every skater kind of goes through those phases of thinking about what else is out there and starting something on your own.
I'm sure he's gotten offers too.
Yeah, maybe you got offers, but I think it's just a part of skating. People think they could go out and do stuff on their own, or they see maybe they start skating with a new group of people who are sponsored by another company, and then they get influenced by them and want to, maybe go over to their side, or whatever. It happens.
And I have very good friends that have started board companies, and some of them very successful. And I love that people can get out there and like build their own thing.
Yeah.
I do love that. I guess I'm more taking that approach to things outside of skating rather than like a board brand. But Girl, like, I don't know. I love it there. I can't ever
no, like you said, man, they've done a lot for all of us, for sure.
For sure.
Back in the day, how old were you when you got on Girl?
15 or 16?
15 or 16.
Right around that point.
Okay. You're 15 or 16. Obviously, you liked Girl. You sent them in a sponsor me tape. That's how you actually got
5 of them.
5 sponsor me tapes.
Yeah. And then the first couple were VHS tapes.
Right.
Yeah.
Say they said no. Did you have a second choice, or what were you into at that time that you maybe thought about skating for?
0.
0?
Loved 0.
I mean, who didn't?
I did.
I can see that.
I loved 0. And, I was skating with Ernie Torres a lot at that time, and I loved Reel back then too. And I still love Reel to this day.
Sure.
I think they're one of the sickest companies. But I would say those would be the two that I would have liked to go to if it wasn't.
Okay. So you would have really made a push and sent in your sponsor me tapes to 0 and Reel. Or maybe just one of the...
I did send my sponsor me tape to 0.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
You were playing the field, huh? You were trying to... whatever.
I have to.
I didn't know I was just seeing what,
Did Jamie ever respond to you?
No, I don't think he did. Jamie was really good about coming through the Midwest. So he had a big influence on me because 0 would come through and do a demo once a year with Escapist. And I was like, my mom would like pull me out of school for those days because she knew how much that meant to me.
Sure.
But I also, this was in the first couple sponsor me tapes, and I think Girl like responded and put me on flow, and then I never really sent anything else in. So I didn't give 0 the full kind of Rolodex of sponsor me tapes. They just saw the first 1 or 2, and then it was all Girl from then on.
Right.
You had a green helmet on.
Yeah, where the sponsor me tapes, totally. They were with the helmet.
Okay, I think there might have been a couple clips, but in the first one, but I think I was post helmet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just the helmet and shin guards came off around 12.
Shin guards. I love that.
Yeah, shin guards. Okay.
Didn't you have a taint saver too?
Oh yeah, the tank.
Oh, the taint guard. We were gonna make that. What happened?
I never got a taint guard. Actually, I just got stitches in my taint.
Right. Well, that's Nine Club was gonna.
I'm sure if there's a commercial product, I would have had it. I don't know if taint guard is a thing.
Well, that was we were talking about making one for the market after your episode because you had a taint issue.
Yeah, if you want me to do like share my experience and see why these kids need a taint guard.
Just a video of you just hitting your taint.
No one wants this.
I know.
For 3 easy payments of $9.99, you can have the official 9 Club taint guard.
I love it. See, we got to jump on a call more often.
Yeah.
You know?
See, and when I said I thought of, doing a company outside of skating, I meant taint guard.
Taint guard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. We were, Yeah, taint guards. We gotta look into that. I don't know how it would fit. Maybe just like kind of an underwear type thing situation.
It's
with
got to be
padding.
different sizes too,
Yeah. Oh, perhaps it has to be.
Does it stick on?
God.
It's hard because the measurement of your taint is not a common thing.
It's not a standard measurement, right?
Well, that's where we deep dive into this
Oh,
and figure it
God.
all
What
out.
makes your taint then?
Kelly, we'll put you project manager for that. Okay. Kelly's project
He's
manager.
gonna be measuring taints.
You can't come into the store and have this guy measure your taint and just figure out what taint guard you
You gotta get fitted.
Kelly's coming in to do what?
Well, I'll get good enough so I can just look at you and just be like,
Kelly, you can handle the fittings.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Project manager over here.
You
Go
look
take
like
care
you're
of
a
that.
medium, yeah. Or XL. You're definitely an XL, yeah. Rod's definitely XL, dude.
Oh my God.
World's biggest taint. And buttholes on my back.
Oh God.
And
This
this
is-
is where our interview has ended.
This is what
That's what happens here.
we get to the bottom of things. This is what we do, Sean.
I mean, just since we're on the subject of everything, I can tell you I bought a bidet the other day.
Oh, you bought a bidet.
It's gonna change your life.
Yeah,
Well-
so the toilet paper crisis, it got me scared right at the start of quarantine. I ordered a bidet. I was like, I can't get toilet paper.
But is it the add-on to the toilet or the actual toilet bidet? The actual toilet.
So they have the full like Toto like toilet seat, the full thing.
Full, right?
And those are like 10 grand.
Yeah.
I just bought the $500 like toilet seat that you attach on.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just the add-on to the toilet seat; it's like the full toilet seat. And then you click it on.
I have one too, actually. Yeah, same thing.
And then it's got a little control panel next to you, right?
Remote control.
Well, mine has a remote.
Oh.
So we kind of upgraded, yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
wow,
So if somebody steals a remote, they can really mess with you if you're
Yes.
Yes.
Very true.
okay.
Becoming a funny joke.
You might want to put a
so-
little cord on it for, like you can't steal it.
Check to make sure you have the remote before you sit down.
Right.
Make sure the batteries are charged.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's
It
quite
kind of scared me though. All the toilet paper was gone. I didn't know when this thing was going to end. I was like, maybe I won't have toilet paper for the rest of the year. I don't know. I'm buying a bidet. Like,
right.
what else are you going to do?
What's your review on it? Good?
So I got the bio bidet. It's called, is it bio? Yeah, bio bidet A8 Serenity.
Oh,
Look it up.
It sounds
And
nice.
I thought on my reviews, I thought this was the best one to get for the price.
You did your research.
And I love it. I think it's great.
Never cleaner.
It's funny because it's called Serenity. Like that's the model name of it.
Yeah.
So now I have like roommates and my friends. So anytime anyone goes and takes a shit, they're hanging out with Serenity.
Oh, God, I got to go hang out with
That's kind
Serenity.
of yeah.
Code.
I'm gonna go kick it with Serenity for a bit. I'll be back.
Serenity now. Serenity now.
Or I was like on my phone, like on Instagram, like laughing about something on the toilet. And Joseph's like, damn, Serenity's funny, huh? Like,
Tickles you.
it's been a whole ongoing joke. There's this movie on Netflix called Serenity. It's just been a whole thing. Brought a lot more enjoyment to my life than just not using toilet paper. I would say.
So does the seat heat up?
Heated seat. Wow. Different water pressures and different water temperatures you can set.
Interesting.
Change the spray.
Yeah, can you do like a
change the
mist?
spray. You can do
Depending
an
on taint size?
oscillating spray, depending on taint size. That's what I was
Wow.
you know?
So you could do like a
whole
hard
thing.
stream spray or like a mist. Like a spray
You
bottle.
can turn that thing up, or you can, whatever. You can pull it down. It's different.
Do you have your own settings, or do you have to every time you sit down? Do you have to like reconfigure it?
You have a routine.
So
Yeah. Do you have like
the model
users?
I got has a 2-person setting that you can set profiles. Yeah.
Perfect.
You and J-Lo have different profiles?
Well, I mean, I have one. I don't know who took the second one. I don't know if it was him or his girlfriend Emily. So
Next time you go in there, just try the other
their
profile just to see what their settings are.
Well,
See if it hits right.
the scary part about this is there is like the female
Oh.
add-on to it.
Oh.
So it would be a little. It would kind of like
Interesting. Wow, I got to
Get a
look
ball
into
wash.
this. Yeah, you get.
Yeah, you
little
would
ball
definitely
washer.
get a ball wash.
Yeah.
So you bidet. I've never had one. I've tried one when I was in different countries or whatever. But so you have the bidet, you spray, then you use toilet paper to dry off. That's kind of the 1, 2, 3.
Well, since
Oh, does this one have a blow dryer on it?
dryer.
No, does it really?
I swear to God.
So you sit there and you blow
can
dry
show
your
you
ass. You blow dry your
There's
ass.
a little blow dryer.
Show
yeah.
us.
Yeah, can you bring us in there?
You want to?
I would love to see this.
I'll show you Serenity.
Let's
right
see
now.
Serenity, bro. Wow, this is a
I'll
first.
show you my life. Hold
This is a
on.
new segment, Raj.
Hey,
Skaters'
if you guys
bathrooms.
If you really want to laugh too,
Okay.
look up the reviews of YouTubes of people reviewing bidets. It's super funny, actually.
Wow.
Well, you had to do your research.
Okay,
Okay,
here we go.
Love this. Skaters'
This
bathrooms
is
with.
Serenity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know
There's a
about that.
little, you know,
The toilet paper's almost touching the ground.
And
I
he's
don't know
got a
if
squatty
I
potty.
don't know if I
Does, yeah.
approve of that.
I got a squatty potty, but here's the remote.
Okay. Gotcha.
So here's the quick keys,
Yep.
and then you can set up your profiles and stuff.
Oh.
Let's see it in action.
So you can't show us in action though because it'll spray all over. You have to be sitting down.
It'll spray all over. Yeah. So,
What about
but
just a
the
blow
use-
dry feature?
Oh, you know what? I can't. It does have a.
Is it loud?
It does have a little light here. See, just a little.
Let's see.
Oh, party.
Oh.
Party feature.
Yeah.
Strobe.
Does it change colors?
Well, wait a minute. This is,
You know what? I can't show you the dryer feature because nothing works unless you're sitting on the
Oh,
toilet.
it's pressure
It needs the
sensitive.
pressure.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
High tech, dude.
Thank you for the tour of that. It's
Of
incredible.
course, that was Stefan's art in there too.
Oh, was it?
You got a nice place, dude.
Yeah, great place.
This
man.
is actually Stefan gifted me. Organized.
Oh,
Look at
wow.
that.
What?
That was
It's
pretty sick.
organ with little eyes in it, so he calls it organ eyes.
Organize.
Ah, okay.
I like
clever.
it. I like it.
He's a talented dude.
We need to put a discount code. We need to talk to this toilet place. People might be ordering this now because of the show.
You know what? I think they should refund me for my money.
There you go.
How much you pay for it?
$500.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all, dude.
Considering
For a
that,
Not
clean
bad at all,
butthole?
but
yeah,
No
and
toilet paper?
dry
Yeah.
butthole.
Yeah. This guy's no
a
butthole.
clean
Yeah.
and dry butthole. And you know,
Well-
I looked at it too as you're being a little more sustainable. You're not wasting toilet paper.
Yeah.
How do you check if it's clean?
Get a mirror.
Well, the first couple times,
Yeah.
you check just to make sure.
Because when you wipe,
do a
you could
little
see
wipe.
if it's yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then you kind of get it down, and now I got it down. So I'm good.
Okay, so you could feel it's clean. You're confident.
Well, I got my routine.
Okay.
In my whatever player one setting, just like
Yeah. Now, how long does this process take? You went duty, and now how long does it take for the cleanup process?
All right, so
This is a very
the
important questions, Kelly. I need to get to the bottom of it.
If you want the whole routine, this is the routine.
Well, I just want to know the cleanup process.
So you go in, you take shit,
Yeah,
you flush it,
sure. Gotta
and then
get it out of
the spray goes for 2 minutes. So for 2 minutes, you let it do its thing, and then it automatically stops after 2, and then you hit the dryer, and the dryer takes 2 minutes, and then you're good.
So you're adding on an extra 4 minutes to your shit routine.
Yeah.
So you need like 5 to 10 minutes for a shit.
I mean, it's solid 10 to 15 minute whole process. Start to finish.
Yeah, you get on your phone, you're like looking at stuff.
In your office.
Yep.
Does your legs ever get like numb?
I mean, I've had a lot of time on my hands lately.
Yeah.
So it hasn't bothered me.
Well, because this has been a debate on the show, on our 9 Club Experience show. I brought up one time that I think that if I had the choice, Sean, of just magically not having a butthole anymore and not having to deal with taking dumps and doing all that, and somehow the food and drink that I eat just gets absorbed into my body and just kind of vacates however it does through, osmosis or something. I think I would choose not to have a butthole and not to deal with any of that stuff. Not to say that I wouldn't miss taking dumps, and I would miss, some farting and all this stuff that comes with it. But, at the end of the day, I feel like my life would be a lot easier if I didn't have to deal with, having the runs or diarrhea or all this stuff that, you're out and about and you need to find a bathroom. Like all that stuff's gone off the table.
So I will agree when you have to take a shit in a circumstance that is a little out of your control. When you can't find the right bathroom, and when it comes at a time like on like a first date or something like that, like sure.
You try to hold it in.
That. You're like, it's uncomfortable, whatever. But I feel like, I don't know, like
you enjoy it.
I don't think it needs to go away. I'm I'm fine with it. And I feel like I get some work done in the bathroom. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I'm just more engaged on my phone. Serenity is great. Yeah. Maybe you need to try Serenity. Maybe it'll change your whole life.
You need to find Serenity.
I'm not saying that I don't enjoy, because sometimes, it feels great to get everything out,
Sometimes.
Yeah, okay. It feels great, and then but I just think that if I had the choice to switch it off and live the rest of my life with not having to deal with it anymore, I think I'd be down for it.
You'd have to switch something in, though. You'd have to, you can't just turn it off and that's it.
Yes, you just turn it off and that's it. Sean, what I'm saying though? Like
I understand what you're saying. I'm still trying to wrap my head around, like, I mean, maybe if you were born that way, but right now I would like wear it and like kind of just.
You wouldn't have to worry about it though, ever again. You could sell your Serenity, and maybe you're just you. How long ago did you get the Serenity?
About 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Okay, so see, you're still into it. You're still into it, right? You just bought this device. If I asked you 3 weeks prior, you probably would have maybe said, yeah, I'd take the no butthole.
Well, I guess it would solve the toilet paper crisis at the time, There you
go. Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know. It was just a discussion that we had on the show. And I think we were, a lot of people said that they were pro butthole. And I was
anti-butthole.
Anti-butthole. Not Raj. Not anti. I just didn't. If I had the choice, I would just turn it off.
Just turn your butthole off.
Turn it off. Get rid of it.
I wouldn't put myself in the anti category here.
That's fine. Everybody's got their own opinions on.
It's natural, dude.
Yeah, I get it.
Just figure out the whole plumbing part.
Yeah.
I know. Like I said, it evaporates.
I do feel like us saying pro or anti butthole is like almost like a porn thread. It's a little weird.
I guess people
have to put a little context behind it.
I guess people could take this.
We have a lot of
could take this out of context.
We have a lot of people on Pornhub watching us.
No.
We can put this discussion on Pornhub.
We could. Yeah. We could. We'll bring it to the people.
Yeah.
Bring it to the people. I don't know. These are the things that we talk about on our show. It's like these things get brought up, and
you guys have talked about a lot of things. Kind of got to like find some different avenues, and I guess if
I'm gonna.
The butthole is one.
These are the things that.
I mean, these are things you talk about on a skate trip in a van.
Yeah,
Like
that's
driving
true.
8
But
hours
this
somewhere.
is something that like literally can't change. Like it doesn't matter if you're for it or not for it. Still gotta be butthole, dude. Still gotta be about it.
I don't know, Sean.
Kelly's pro butthole.
Yeah. I mean, we are. This is it's not an option for us. It is funny to talk about.
I mean, listen, this is just it's just a question, you know.
Yeah.
And like Rush says, it's stuff we would bullshit in the van about probably.
Yeah.
While somebody needs to take a shit and we need to stop for them.
Who's behind you right there?
J-Lo's dog.
Is that Frida?
Oh, this is London.
Oh,
come here.
London. What's the other dog's name? Frida?
Frida. Yeah, come here. Come on.
It's a beautiful dog.
Yeah. He's had London for a long time.
Beautiful dog.
Beautiful dog. Look at that. How old's that dog?
So,
10? 9?
London is what, 10, Joseph? London's 10.
10.
Yeah.
So, Joseph Lopez, who's
J-Lo.
cooking.
Yeah, we all know
as speak,
J-Lo.
Funny enough that we talked about. Well, I'm telling the viewers.
Okay. My bad.
Filling him in.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So we used to live together 10 years ago in the loft in Kansas City, the one I grinded the rail in. And the first 6 months of living there, he got London. So I lived with London before, and now we're all back together again. You know,
One big happy family.
10 years later, it's kind of fun. One big happy family. We're all back.
And that kind of brings me back to the serenity part of it. Like if I bought something, I think I'd have to have a master bathroom because I don't know if I'd want everybody using my device. Does that bother you at all? Or
Shit particles everywhere?
So
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
I had this conversation with the Tebow too.
Okay.
So I actually put Serenity in the main guest bathroom, like the one in the common area of the house. So anybody can use it, and whoever is visiting, if we are ever allowed the visitors ever again,
Sure.
can use it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me
Okay.
for whatever reason. But Atiba was like, fuck that. I don't want anybody shitting in the same toilet that I'm shitting in.
Well, this is.
I mean, I never felt that, but I don't know.
Well, no, I understand Atiba 1,000% because that's, there's water being sprayed, there's splashback, it's going back in there, whatever
Shit
nozzle's
particles.
shooting it out, they may drip on there. Like I would not, I'm with Atiba. I don't want anybody using it.
Well, let me tell you also.
Okay.
It's a stainless steel nozzle that comes out. And then it retracts back into its sanitation slot.
Oh, it has a sanitation.
And cleans itself.
They thought about this.
Yeah.
Interesting. I still could.
I'm gonna send you the link to
send me the brochure. I need to.
This is one big commercial for Serenity right now.
Let's put the
The
link in there.
YouTube tutorials are hilarious when you go through it all. It's so funny.
And did you install it yourself, or did you have to have somebody else install it?
Installed it myself.
Okay.
But the only jam up is it needs to be plugged into an outlet.
Oh.
So right now it's on an extension cord kind of being ran around to this other side, but I need to have someone put an outlet right next to it so it makes it look a little cleaner.
Yeah, that's a problem. I'm trying to visualize where my toilet is. I'd have to run a cord and then, yeah.
Yeah, we had to get an extension cord just for the time being. And then we have to get someone to install an outlet.
See, I'm fascinated with these things. I'm fascinated with what people think, like me and Atiba, like we're on the same page. Like you don't care. It's got a sanitation slot. It's perfectly fine. Anybody can use it. If Raj comes over and,
Shit on my shit.
and he's a shit on somebody's shit.
Oh my god.
Give it a test drive, Raj. Go for it. That would be that. Whatever.
I wonder how it sanitizes. Must use like UV light, maybe? I don't know. That's weird.
It's a great question. I didn't look that deeply. I just saw that it does.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay.
That was good enough for me.
Well, moving right along. So it looks like we've
moved to the kitchen.
Yeah, it looks like we moved to the kitchen, and Malto's got a whole bunch of what do you got there? I see some Tapatio. I see some
Pacifico.
I got a little steak sauce. I got a little tomato juice.
Okay.
Got fish sauce.
Whoa.
Little tahini with salt. mix.
I'm sensing
here.
I'm sensing a michelada coming on right now.
We're going Michis with Malto right now.
Okay, let's see it, dude. Let's see it. What do you-
And Blake Carpenter is going to talk a lot of shit on me right now because he's the best Michi maker in the game.
okay.
But he did teach me how to make some things, but I just don't have all the ingredients right now.
And you
So,
got the KC
what do you-
cup too. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Royals. We're
Yeah.
champions.
There you
Come
go,
on.
man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hey, I was just going to talk about that. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl, right?
Yes. Yes.
And does that mean we're going to be the champions forever?
For a while.
If they don't ever play again,
They'll never. NFL's done, dude. They'll never play again. All right. Do you want me to walk you through my my?
Yeah, let's see the
whole
process.
here?
Yeah.
All right. So I put a little lime juice on the rim to
Okay.
make the tahini and sea salt stick.
Okay.
And then
Get up.
this is an awkward angle of the computer.
No, you're good.
Squeeze the lime juice in here,
Look at that.
That's a good little contraption
Look
right
at
there.
Yeah.
right? Got to get yourself a little fruit squeezer.
Never owned one and probably never will. But yeah.
Well, maybe you're not a michelada.
I'm not a michelada
Yeah.
guy.
You definitely not.
There we
but-
go.
Yeah. Okay. Tomato juice?
he's a VA
A little
guy.
tomato juice.
Okay. Look at
Depends
that.
how bloody you want it.
Sure.
Then I do the fish sauce, just a dash.
Okay. Let's see. Little dad. Okay.
Yeah,
It's almost like
Okay.
clamato.
little dot, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost dropped it.
Now.
One little drop of steak sauce.
Okay.
What? I never knew steak sauce was in it.
Worcestershire.
So I don't have what's
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
A1 meat.
I don't think anybody knows how to
Yeah,
pronounce
I
it.
don't have that, so I'm just
Okay.
going a little off the cusp.
Going
here.
A1 steak sauce. It's not A1, but it's
Just a touch here.
Waiting for the drop.
Oh!
Hey!
Ah.
There it is.
That was a big one.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a little sriracha.
Ooh. Spicy.
Little spice, huh?
Okay.
Make it a little
More than that,
spicy.
bro.
It's about 3 or 5 drops
Well,
right there.
and then I have the Tabasco.
Oh, the Tabasco. Okay.
You need some last
so
dab in
that's
there.
gonna get a little dash.
Okay.
Some what?
Last dab.
Then hold on, I need to grab ice.
Okay. Filling up his ice right here.
Kind of jealous of the Supreme Director's chair.
Oh yeah.
Yo, look how nice that is, dude. Good
Pretty
setup.
sick.
It's got a good set. Is that plant real or fake?
That's a real plant.
Okay. Just making sure.
Is it
That's
fig
a
tree?
real fiddle.
Okay.
It's a fiddle, right?
Fiddle.
Yeah, it's a fiddle. I'm not even gonna lie, that's Joseph's fiddle.
Okay. And then you got the pouring the beer in. Not even a full
He's just going
thing of
straight
beer.
head.
Maybe half a beer.
Well, so it's gonna not be the full one, but and then I drink it down and then add and drink it down.
That's what Tommy does.
That's what he does. Yeah, Tommy used to do, Raj.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then a little stir. just
Look
to
at
get
he's
some
got a
things
long
going.
ass spoon.
You gotta use those the ridges there.
Okay.
Do you normally have ice in micheladas? Is that a thing? Or,
Yeah.
I put it in there. I don't know.
yeah.
I've seen them done both ways, but
Mm-hmm.
that's about it.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
San Pellegrino.
Kelly, have a cocktail?
I have the rest of my coffee, so
He's drinking milk.
yeah. No, I do not have milk.
Cheers, Kelly.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Well, let's see the.
All right, I'm glad you guys got to experience that with me. Now there's going to be 1,000 comments about how bad I am about making micheladas.
You make them your way, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you like it, it's all that matters.
Yeah.
that's right.
It's Malta's way.
Now, how does it taste? Are the proportions right?
I think it's great, but
Okay.
you know,
Perfect.
I've also thought I've done great things before, cooking and cocktail wise, and then I've had professionals work, and I'm like, all right, well, you know, I wasn't as good as I thought.
Meat cheese with Matlow. Meat
yeah.
cheese with Matlow.
Yeah.
Matlow, yeah.
Meat cheese with Matt Lowe.
Yeah.
It's funny because I mean I'm not a big drinker, you know, and just the other day we were talking about on the show Barcelona. We had the
Damn Lemons.
damn Limons. Everybody knows about the damn Limons, man. Everybody's a big fan. I feel like.
Sounds good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
especially in the summer.
You were the first one to give me a damn amount.
Really?
Were you underage?
No, I wasn't underage.
Probably.
What are you talking about?
He said, yeah.
Right when he got on Girl. I fucking...
15-year-old here.
Yeah, there you go. It's only a euro.
That's when you had the beard, right? You scared people.
Yeah, I had beard and
Here,
glasses.
kid, drink this.
Yeah. Come here, kid. Drink these.
You don't want to skate that
we
rail?
were,
I got something for you. No, but really?
This was, I was of age then for sure. And it was the trip that, the pretty sweet trip. Remember, you, Chico, and I all shared a room because we all had like that apartment, and we were all like, yeah,
bedtime.
And Chico would yell at us if we didn't make our beds in the morning.
Oh, dude, Chico, I would literally be. This is where the whole thing came in. I would literally be sitting on my bed. You know, lights are on, whatever, probably on the phone or on the computer, whatever. Chico would walk in, shut the lights off, and go, bedtime. And he'd go to bed. And I'd be sitting there like, okay. And I'd have to like go in another room or whatever. Bedtime. He would just, that's all he would say. And
He's
he'd
like
go,
the dad.
Yeah, his dad.
Yeah.
And then he literally would. He'd
God.
make us make our beds and shit. He was Chico's a clean dude.
Okay, we had, remember that? So that time, one of the many nights that we spent in Barcelona that trip, because I think we were there for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We all went to Jamboree.
Okay.
We had a
Good time.
fucking great time at Jamboree.
Yeah.
But the funniest part was the next morning, I woke up to Chico. He was in his bed, just like, syrup. He was just like screaming your name, just like, and he needed someone to be like comforting. And you were like, what? And he was like, oh, dude, thank God you're here. Just like, can you give me some water? Just
Yeah,
get out of bed. And it was the funniest thing to me. Him just like waking up, and the first thing was just to yell your name. Yeah.
Did you get him water?
Of course I got him water, but I think that's a day. I think that's a day. Obviously, Chico didn't go out and skate with us. Yeah, I think he stayed in bed the whole day. And I think for some reason too, Daniel, if I can remember correctly, I think Daniel stayed back as well. And I think Daniel was telling us maybe that night or the next day, like Chico would just be like, Daniel,
Just screaming, yeah.
help me. Like,
He just needed somebody, huh? Just
yeah,
like, come here.
the whole day or whatever, he was just asking Daniel for help.
Is it the same trip you had to go on the Skull Candy trip?
Wait, wasn't Skull Candy in Spain at that same time, or was that a different one?
Yeah, we were in Spain that time. We did like 2 or 3 different countries before that. And we met up with you, and we only had you for like a day or two.
Yeah,
Because Ty wouldn't let you go and the whole thing.
I was a busy man. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That was a trip where you
Also, Raven broke
the
off.
ollie out to nose grind.
the ollie out to nose grind down that
Yeah.
fucking bank to like steep rail.
That was insane.
I was scared
was,
watching that, bro.
I was scared doing that.
Jesus.
But that was a funny spot because we were skating something else, something super mellow.
Got covered,
and
though.
McCrank gets out, whatever, just like vanishes, and then he comes back. And the way McCrank explained it to me, I think, he was like not far off the ankle surgery, but he's like, hey, if I was feeling better about myself, I'd skate this rail, but you should. And I was like, all right. Yeah, I was like, because that is so right up like Rick McCrank's alley. Like,
totally.
he would have fucked it up if he was feeling comfier at the time.
Totally.
And so I went over there and I was like, all right, like, damn, this spot's cool. Let me see if I could get the speed to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of ollieing next to the rail. And Elijah, what did Elijah do that he couldn't skate? He like split his spleen or something, or like he had like
don't
internal
remember.
organ damage from trying to tail drop 50 this rail in Detroit like a few months before.
No, that's right, yeah.
Huh.
And so he came on the trip as doctors ordered, like, hey, don't skate. And
Right.
he was like, okay, I'm going to go to Barcelona and I won't skate.
Yeah.
And of course,
Good luck.
he fucking was skating.
Sure.
So Elijah, I'm like trying to figure out if I could get enough speed, how I can skate it. And Elijah just throws down, takes like 2 pushes, ollies up, and sacks the living shit out of it.
Oh no!
Sacks and like falls to the ground. But I'm back on the runway, and he just disappears.
Right.
And I look at Sam, and Sam Newman was there.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Sam, did he just sack it? And Sam's like, nope. I was like, dude, it looks like he sacked it. He's like, no, I just got in, jumped off. I was like, all right, like whatever.
Fully just
And
lied to you.
Whatever.
ruin the session
Did
easily.
The nose
Yeah.
grind, and after the nose grind, Sam was like, yeah, I sacked it.
Wait, did you warm up on that thing? Like, did you grind it first or go straight to nose grind?
What I think I did is maybe ollied out and got into a 50, but I don't think I landed the 50. I just kind of tapped my tricks. But
Okay.
my thought was if I could get up and over, like it was easier to kind of keep my shoulders like looking forward on a nose grind than it was a 50.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like there was something about like a nose grind that just like
Felt safer.
made it more, felt safer to me. Yeah.
It was an unusual spot because you really had to throw down and push, and then you had to go up this hill, and you could lose a lot of speed, you know,
Yeah,
and then go ollie out to this rail.
And it wasn't just paired up to it. You know, it was like a gap to it a little bit.
Right.
And then to make it even worse, the crossbars weren't straight; they were angled.
Oh, what?
Didn't realize that.
So like, I mean, ask Elijah because he sacked it. But like, if you were to sack it, which you did, you hit your legs on it too,
Oh
and
my
it flip you
gosh.
forward.
Oh God.
So it was this weird thing, and since they were angled, it wasn't like you could kind of ollie next to the rail because you hit it. So like you kind of, I don't know, it was like a weird
Yeah, you gotta play safe.
visually kind of.
Yeah.
Did you have to, I can't remember exactly how long it was, but did you have to grind it to clear the whole rail? Or could you clear it by hitting it and jumping off?
You had to put a foot on it or your truck.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like you could ollie and fly past it. Like I had to get a lot of speed to get up on that thing.
Yeah, I remember.
So I got as far back as I could, threw down and pushed as much as I could before the ramp.
Is that weird to you that like you just come across this spot, you know, like someone says it to you and you just jump on it right there? Or do you kind of more planned out? You're like, yeah, maybe I'll come back later for that because I'm not prepared at this moment to jump down that.
You know what? I still feel to like even now it's better to randomly come across a spot for me.
Oh, okay.
I just like it more. I kind of like figuring it out on the spot rather than thinking about it more
Yeah.
so. And that's why I've always loved to travel for that reason alone, just to skate spots that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I've never been thoughtful like that. Like I know people that like write down tricks that they want to do on different spots and they like post them on their wall in these little cards and they stare at them a lot. And,
Yeah.
and you know, it works for them, but like
Sure.
it would drive me crazy.
What about the
You know.
backside overcrook? What was it, down the 18? I think it was. That probably was planned out a little bit.
No, because we were just supposed to shoot the intro.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we shot the intro and then Ty was like, hey, we have the permit till like 4:00. We should skate the rail. And I was like, and I wasn't even supposed to back 50 the rail.
Oh, really?
Raven was supposed to ollie the set.
Oh, that's gnarly
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So that was like a full impromptu, like I got there and Ty was like, hey, can you grind this rail? And I was like, I think so. And he was like, all right, cool. And they subbed me in like then. So that was like the whole thing.
Wow. Dude.
And then, yeah, it was just because we had the permit, Ty was like, hey, let's skate
They
the
used
rail.
it,
And I was
yeah.
like, I don't even know what, you know, I was like, overcrook would be the trick,
Right.
whatever. So, yeah,
It's crazy
totally
too
on the spot.
because they had the drone flying through that was recording everything for the Pretty Sweet intro.
Yeah.
So you really had to like 50-50 that rail on command. Yeah. And time it just
Yeah.
right.
And was that first try? Was it the only try you did?
No, they did a
Oh,
bunch
no,
of
we did a
takes.
bunch.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we did a lot of takes. I fucked up a couple of them, but
That
I
day was
mean, it
crazy.
is a 50-50. If you get in, you kind of just land it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
I guess. I don't.
I do
It's
remember
fucking huge.
the first, there was test, you know, we ran through it. The drone kind of came through like, okay.
We got there like
got it,
5:30 in
it's
the morning.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You
A lot
guys
of dudes like
were
actually,
definitely-
Chunked boys actually slept there
Oh God.
in a
Did
tent.
they?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think
didn't
Elijah
know
and
that.
Corey and everyone slept in the tent, and Vincent slept in the tent that day.
Wow.
That's
So we'd be there in
sick.
time.
So you're saying they were running through different
Okay, so they're running it through. They're perfecting it
Yeah.
because they're like, okay, we only have basically when they shoot the cannons off at the end of all the confetti, that's it.
Yeah.
Right. So let's make sure it's perfect.
One take
before we do that. And then I remember them being like, okay, here we go. We're doing it. This is the one. Right. And I'm all just at the top of the set, like, fuck. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to back 50 this thing. I'm fucking scared. All right.
What was your cue?
And then it was somebody was on the roof, like off to the, so here's
like Ty and
the
drone, like dude was like on the roof.
Okay.
Yeah. So boom, thing comes up, throws a board over the fence. They're like, go. And I throw down and I'm set up, like fully committed, like I'm going to do this. And like 10 feet before I'm going to pop, people are just screaming, just like, no, whatever. And I'm like, I like kind of stop and like shoot my board out. I'm like, whoa. And they're like, if you would have ollied, the drone would have hit your head.
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
no way.
And that would have been insane.
No, that would have been
Think about the
catastrophic.
slam.
Because that drone that they're using isn't just a little drone you buy in the store.
Actually, it wasn't that large of a drone. It was like this big.
But still, that thing could chop your neck
off. The drone's
off.
not gonna kill me, but
do some damage.
It'll hurt. Yeah.
I would get hit in the head with the drone at the top of a 19 stair rail.
Jeez, dude.
So, and then I have to figure out how I'm gonna get out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of things going on.
So, and then the next try, now I'm like, okay, now this, I hope the guy gives me a little more space this time.
You did it.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah. And I was psyched to be able to do it.
Fuck yeah.
How long did it take you to back over, Crook?
It took a lot of time, but not a lot of tries. I was like really scared of it. So I rolled up a ton. Like I rolled up for probably 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And then I remember getting into one and just jumping over on the other side.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I was like, damn, that I should not do that again.
That was a straight drop, whatever. Yeah.
And then rolled up. And then I think it was probably only a few tries of actually trying it, but we were there for a solid hour and a half, 2 hours after everybody left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still clean up confetti.
Yeah. Just clean up confetti, the whole thing. But yeah, and then I got full body cramps and went to the hospital.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Dehydrated.
All right.
Oh,
so
dehydration.
I was super dehydrated, and we were there, like Roger said, like super early, and like I was just skating all day, just because I didn't have plans to skate the rail after, and then skating the rail after, like I was like, and then so I landed it. Whatever, we were like, all right, let's go get food. And I was like cramping up all crazy in the car. And then I went into this restaurant. It's called Diablo off Sunset in Silver Lake.
Yep. I know.
And I went in. Yeah. I walked through the door and everything cramped up. Like my calves, quads, arms. Like I couldn't grab anything because my fingers, like I couldn't and like, dude, my back, my neck, I was trying to stretch one thing and another thing would cramp up. And so I like fell to the floor and I was like flopping around.
In the restaurant.
Like I'm like in the restaurant, they fucking call an ambulance because they're like, oh my God, this kid's dying right now.
Wow.
Like a full thing, ambulance comes, get put in an ambulance, taken to the hospital, like IVs, the whole thing. And Rick Howard came with me and was just like trying to help me out, like do whatever he could. And had to get like a few bags of IV fluids in me, and then like fully like slept at like Rick Howard's house.
Wow, I had no idea.
Insane, dude.
I didn't hear about that. Crazy.
It was a whole thing. And that was like the most sore I've ever been in my entire life the next day.
I mean, could you imagine? I mean, just when your calf cramps up or you just get one little cramp in your body, it's the most painful, like, you know, you got to lay down and do whatever you need to do. I can imagine like a whole body cramp.
Yeah, it feels like things are going to snap because it just gets so tight, you know?
But dude, you got the clips, dude.
But I got the clip.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what's up.
I could have tried for 2 hours, not got the clip, and then did all
right.
That would have been horrible too. Yeah.
Not the best look for a restaurant to have an ambulance pull up in the front, but
no.
No. And a funny fact about that same spot, like not long after that, I went on like a first date with this girl, and she was like, "Hey, we should go to Diablo." And I was like, "I don't know if we should go to Diablo."
Did you tell her why?
She was like, "No, I really like it. Like, we should go." And I was just like, "Fuck, all right." And like I went in there and like fully ordered food, just like kind of like, I hope no one can remember.
Hey, you're the kid that almost died on our
did
floor.
they call an ambulance for you? You know, and thank God no one
noticed
that.
That's funny.
But I was really self-conscious about it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Damn.
I mean, it's a hot topic right there. You could have talked about it on the date.
Hey, I was flopping around like a fish out of water, and this ambulance came and took me to the hospital. It would have been great. Yeah. What else should we talk about?
Well, let's, it's funny because like when we do these interviews or chats or whatever, a lot of people always ask, like, talk about their board setup. Like we get a lot of comments for people like wanting to know board setups. Like, I guess it's a hot topic. What's your,
I'll run you through it.
Let's hear it, man.
After my ankle surgery, a couple of years after that, I actually, for the first time as a professional skater, did my own board shape.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And so I was excited about that because my ankle doesn't flex as much as it used to. It's a little tight. So I wanted to mellow out the board because I wanted my tail to hit the ground a little faster. So I wanted a mellow board, and I also wanted the wheelbase to be, I wanted some flat after the wheelbase so it tips a little faster.
Okay.
So I skate, the girl shape number is called GO52.
Okay.
It's 8.25 board, and it's just real mellow concave with like a little bit of a bigger nose. I would say people are used to. I guess big noses are a big thing now, but
yeah,
I like the big nose. I just wanted it to be mellow.
Is that like it's made in production too?
Yeah, that is the production shape. So I made it for myself, and then some people were skating it and they liked it, and now it's like, yeah, that's straight production shape. Okay. GO52.
Handmade by Malto. Go check it out.
Made by me.
Yeah.
So I do 825 GO52 girl board. I do 52 or 51.
Okay.
Formula 4 Spitfire.
Gotcha.
I skate the 148 highs.
Yep.
And high Thunder trucks.
Sure.
There is no high or low, according to Gerwer.
Well, there used to be. Now it's just, now they just make the highs.
Yeah.
There's no Thunder lows?
They stopped making them.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the Thunder lows are lower than Indies, right?
The Thunder highs are
lower than Indies.
Yes, yes. They're like a medium, basically. Yeah.
Which I love. I like that like perfect little balance of it. And then
I'm sorry to ask. Maybe I didn't hear it, but what size board do you ride?
825.
825.
Okay, sorry. For some reason I didn't. Yeah.
And then 52s.
Yeah.
Bearings are just like bones bearings. What I don't know,
Swiss
like,
or something.
Like Vern hooks me up.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if I'm on or I don't know what that means, but yeah.
You ever got a check from him?
I did have an ad a really, really long time ago, but it's been like a solid 12 years, I think.
Wow.
Give him another photo, dude.
Yeah, sure. But also Spitfire made bearings too, so I don't know. Like bearings, I'm just like, they don't really matter to me, to be honest.
Okay.
I know some people probably, whatever. I'm just, whatever I get or someone else has that they want to give to me.
Yeah, I know Costin's a big bones. He would always, if somebody would like take apart their board and they had like bone Swiss, he would like take their bearings
and fix them up.
Yeah.
I need Costin to look at my setup.
What about your bushings? Do you keep the bushings stock or do you put anything else in there?
Nah, stock bushings. Yeah. I think that's
bolts.
Is that it?
Bolts.
Yeah. Bolts. I do skate Diamond hardware. They did. All right. So Diamond, I did a signature hardware for them like years ago, and they've sent me like a pretty much like a lifetime supply of bolts. So they've just like been there.
Okay.
Like I literally have like 400 packs of hardware. I'm like,
Wow.
you know, like either no one bought them and they sent them to me, or they just gave them to me like that. I don't know what happened, but anyway, so yeah.
These are your own bolts.
Yeah, they are.
You're diamond for life now.
Not for any particular reason. I'm not going to say like my bolts are better than anybody else's, but I do just have a lot of them in my garage.
Right.
So 7/8
7/8
hardware. Yeah. With I do the
Allen wrench,
like the Allen wrench. Yeah. I don't like the Phillips.
I don't like that either.
Yeah.
The Phillips. What about the trucks? When you put on new wheels, are you putting on the washers? Or are you leaving those washers out?
So I do the washers.
You do?
When I first set up new trucks.
Gotcha.
But those quickly go away, like within the first like couple sets of wheels. They just like get lost. And what I do about the bushings, to go back to the bushings, is I will put 148s, but like those like they come in orange bushings. I'll put those orange bushings in my cruiser board. And I'll skate my cruiser board, whatever. And then when I go to put on new trucks, I swap out those bushings into my board. So they feel kind of more broken.
You break them in.
I break them in, and then I switch them over, and then I put the new truck bushings in the cruiser board bushings in the new trucks, and then
rotation, rotated. Yeah.
Do you switch your trucks often, or do you keep the same ones for a while?
I try to keep them as long as they go, you know?
Yeah.
Have you ever grinded the axle?
I have grinded to the axle, but usually like, you know, like pivot cups and bushings, they kind of break down from there. And like if those break down, I'm just like, I'll just get a new set of trucks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not like piecing together things like whatever, you know what I mean? I'm not that dude that's like, I want my hanger till it breaks. I'm like, well, the trucks aren't whatever. Like I've had them for a year and they're set, like pivot cups going out. I'll just put a new set on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's harder to now change out the kingpin. So
I never changed a kingpin in my life.
That was something you did, like, if you didn't have a sponsor. Like,
dude, I used to replace kingpins for people all the time.
Yeah, like at skate shops.
Just hammer them out.
Yeah.
But you just hammer them out? Like,
pop them out, pop a new one in.
Yeah. Is there any superstitious thing you do setting up boards or anything like that?
Do you not like certain color tops?
No, I'm good. I don't know. I know like I know like red's like a little weird, whatever for people, but honestly, I fucking care less about the color top of a board.
She said,
I do really like exposed wood. But I like that with anything. I like that with like furniture and whatever. I just like the look of wood, and so like sometimes when graphics are just like the exposed wood with like little bits of the graphic printed on it, I think that's cool.
I like that too. Yeah.
Kind of like the raw part of it, but yeah.
Because dipped boards, not a big fan of dipped.
That's the whole thing. I'm like, I don't even. If I had a dipped board, I wouldn't like care.
Yeah.
But
so what we're getting,
if I were to buy a board, I don't know if I'd buy the dipped board, but I do see like dipped boards look cool right off the gate, and so you land upside down on a blacktop street, then it looks like complete garbage.
Right. So I think we came to the conclusion that you're not that picky at all. You could pretty much set up the board with your ankle and everything, sure, but
I'm not that picky about the actual like, I guess the things that don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that picky about like the colors of things or whatever. I just like my setup. Like I am picky about like, I do like 148s versus 147s or 9s.
Yeah.
I do like 51s or 52s. Like I can't go up to 53s. Like for me, that's like too big of a wheel.
Convert board.
Yeah.
Things like that. But also like it really like my shape and like my board has kind of been tailored around like after ankle surgery and whatever. So it's just been mellowing things out, trying to get a little closer to the ground, get a little quicker response, whatever.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I was never picky at all, you know? I mean, just maybe just the size, 775. I wasn't really a picky dude. And then, not too long ago, we had Professor Schmidt on the show, and he kind of opened my eyes to, man, the littlest change can make a big difference, and I was just never even thought of it that way.
You know what, though? I think it's better of the way you and I think about it sometimes, because I've known people, Mikey Taylor, great example, pickiest dude when it comes to a setup. Oh. I've watched him focus 3 boards in a row.
Oh, wow.
Brand new, because they were all wrong.
Right.
And this is like...
He could have taken them apart and just given it to someone.
Let's think about not wrong as in they sent the wrong shape or the wrong size. Wrong as in hey, this was on, he's it was on the bottom of the stack of 5 versus the top of the stack, or press, whatever. He would get so mental about his setup.
He needs a single deck press.
He needs a single deck press.
Yeah, press 1 board at a time. They're always the same.
Yeah. I've actually went to the factory in China to see the girl boards being made. And they're cool because they have it's different. It's say here's the press and then another press and then another one and another one. So they can stamp out 5, but it's almost all a single one.
Yeah, they're all single. I mean? It's a single deck press.
Yeah.
Right. But then they load it into a...
Yeah, it's basically there's a top and bottom mold for all of them. And they all just kind of pile together.
Yeah, but then after that, then they load them onto pallets, and then those boards are stuck at the bottom, getting pressed.
But they're all still going to be the same. No, when they put them on a pallet, whatever, all they do is just bind them together and just waiting for them to cure.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but the pressure.
There's 100 boards together.
Yeah.
And so the bottom one gets kind of leveled out a little bit. It's millimeters,
but they're all from the same exact press.
Right, but if you press something down for so long, it's gonna,
But they all have the same shape already.
Listen, I've heard some crazy shit because I mean,
oh no, but the stuff that P-Rod's mentality of only he wants number 2 or whatever else. Yeah. It's because they're actually putting 5 boards or 10 boards all in one press together.
Right.
And that's when you have the boards with different shapes.
Right.
Yes.
I just remember also when big pallets would show up, we'd want the boards from the top because they'd be the more crispier. They'd keep their shape rather than the boards at the bottom.
And the ones in the middle are more fucking flat.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But with the single deck press stuff, whatever, it's every board is exactly the same.
And then I've heard people say oh, you know what? Just a purple top deck is more snappier than a yellow deck. And I've heard so many different things. I believe that to be true. Raj believes it to be true. I think Mark Johnson, we had the discussion with MJ. He would always say I
think certain dyes do something to the wood and it actually breaks it down faster.
Yeah. And other people say it's bullshit.
It's kind of a placebo thing, but
sure.
I can understand that.
We're talking to a dude who doesn't even care about the president of the tops.
I don't care. But
it's funny. Everybody's got their own thing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long these guys skateboards either. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, I like setting up new shit just for the pop factor. I feel like even new trucks, new board, new wheels. It's just you get that pop. And I need all the pop help I can get.
You don't ollie anymore.
I know. I've had an ollie. I'm slappy now.
I've been skating the same shape for a long time, and the wood shop, it used to be where a girl made their boards at PGI. I can't get a hold of anyone there now because of all the COVID stuff, and I have 2 boards left, and my ankle's pretty jacked anyway, but now I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get the shape.
Malto, do you know what he should do?
You want me to put in a call?
Yeah, I know. You could probably get across.
They don't use that wood anymore.
I know,
Yeah.
but
but you still want that wood.
I still want that wood.
You want the PGI?
Because did you notice a difference when you had the old girl boards to the newer stuff? Were you tripping on that at all?
No.
I could have guessed that for some reason.
Isn't it funny how some people just don't care?
I totally would have. I noticed the difference myself.
Yeah.
I skated both woods in the same exact shape, supposedly. I was way different.
See, I never cared about
you
wood.
You like the old one versus the new one? Or?
I like the old one because it was flat. It was super flat boards. And then the newer ones are definitely more concave, which that's just what preference.
Maybe you should try Geo 50, whatever.
Geo 52.
Geo 52.
Dude,
21.
But yeah, that's 825, dude. I'm at 7.9, Hey,
Step it up, bro.
You step it up.
I did.
Oh.
I have an 825 for my slappy board. So,
Yeah. For this, C-Rob has his slappy board.
I do.
Yep.
Hey, have you seen his slappy game, Malto?
I've been watching. I've saw it recently, right? You posted something.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it slappy switch front crook or slappy switch crook, or what'd you do?
Switch front crook.
Shove it over the top.
Yeah.
Shove over.
Right.
It's impressive.
Thank you, bro. It's just what we do.
Yeah, that was great.
They're fun.
I was like, damn.
It's funny because you get addicted to it. It's like Raj and them they were going down to these curbs way before I was going down there, and I always hear the stories.
You had no one to skate with.
See the clips. Yeah. Plus I had nobody, but I
was like, look at C-Rob and I, a couple slappy front crook guys.
I'm
now,
telling you, dude.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I don't know. The slappy game's fun, man. You get into it and you're just so like you just want to learn more because it's a whole new aspect of it. I never was a slappy guy. Never understood the bashing my board into a curb and grinding. So for me, it's this whole new world of like, I did this. Now I want to do that. Now, I want to shove out of that. I want to do that. You start adding on to what you got, It's kind of this addicting.
It's like you're learning to skate again.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is really crazy.
I love that. I haven't slapping's fun and great. I haven't really kind of buckled down and got the art of slapping.
Well, we're gonna get you down there, man. We're gonna change your whole career around.
Can't wait. But I love watching people do it, including yourself.
Thank you. And I think that's another aspect of it is slappies. They're fun. They're fun to watch,
They're fun to watch.
But that's what I think, Raj. I think people see the slappies and they see the fun that people are having doing it. It's like I could watch a clip of somebody kickflipping a double set. And I don't see any enjoyment out of that. I don't see any fun. I think that's amazing. But
Depends
for slappy, depends how it's, but you see somebody slapping and you see the enjoyment from their skateboarding. I think that's really talks to people.
It's just fun to roll away from something.
Yeah, it talks to people. And it is fun to roll away from something.
Yeah, it's always fun. Slappy too, like it takes a little bit of aggression, takes a little attitude. You gotta get in there.
It kind of came, not that it ever really left, but it kind of became when Pastrus and Ira Curb Killer were just going nuts, and it kind of started building up more and more. Tim from the Barracks, Tim Olsen.
Yeah.
And then now you guys, Raj.
A lot of people, man.
Raj, you weren't even skating all that much until the curbs kind of came around, and then you started skating all the time.
I would dabble.
You would dabble, but not as much as, you're down there every day doing curb maintenance.
I've done so much work to that spot that I feel like I need to go there every day in order to just maintain it.
Hey, I have a question for you, Raj. Are Roger slams still a thing?
Oh yeah, I still take them every day.
I split my weird slams you used to take.
I split my fucking elbow wide open the other day.
Damn.
Just like doing the dumbest shit.
Ruined his whole Santa Cruz sweater.
Yeah.
Remember what's the metal ledge in like Chinatown, like downtown? Everyone skated like the long metal one. You know the spot?
Yeah.
The one that had the bump in front of it.
The one off like it's like Figueroa or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that spot, I remember skating there with you, like, and there was like this bar on the wall that was like maybe waist high. And I remember like we were just skating the ledge, having fun. I remember looking at you rolling up. So I was like, what's this dude going to do? And you like went to 50 it, but like you didn't even really pop. You just threw your feet up there and both your feet got stuck in the bar and you just fell to your side.
I just put myself in like a fucking death trap.
And I was like, what was that? Yeah. What was that? And I think Kenny's like, oh, that's just a Roger slam. Like, I don't, like it was like a normal thing.
I'll try something that like I know I can't do, but I'm just gonna go for it anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
And he'll get into it too. That's a funny thing.
Yeah.
He'll get into it.
It was a lot of heart. I was impressed.
I was just trying to show you guys it's possible.
What's a fall?
I was trying. Hey,
you can get up on this thing.
Going to your side.
if I can get up on it, you guys can definitely get up on it.
How's that work with Kenny?
Great. I got a lot of footage of Kenny.
That gets people.
I got so much footage of
to see
Kenny
them
because of that
shit.
shit.
Dude.
But yeah, it's fun, man. I think whatever you do on your board, as long as you're having fun and it's that's what it's all about, And if I don't have to click my tail around, to have fun, so be it.
Yeah, I'm all about do whatever you want to do. Express yourself. You know?
Express yourself.
Is there
Express yourself.
Remember,
As in what Justin Eldridge was.
everybody knows. Trust me, I think everybody on Grill and
Oh
Chocolate
my
know
God.
about Express Yourself.
Yeah.
Express yourself.
He wanted to do for all the people, he wanted to do a shelving company called Express Yourself.
Yeah, it was. You can make custom shelves however you wanted, and his slogan would be "Express yourself."
Express Yourself. And he'd have plants coming out of the shelves, and it was a whole thing. He had a whole idea behind it.
You
Never
can still kill it.
Still could, man. Just never followed through with
if he
it.
dropped it before quarantine, he would have killed it.
The good thing about that, the funny thing about that is the great idea, but him presenting it to you is just
It's even better.
It's even better.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see Justin Eldridge on Shark Tank, like trying to get an investment from the sharks.
Yeah.
Yo,
That would be
dude,
incredible.
Like, check it
Yo.
out, dude. This is so ill. dude.
it's so ill. It's so Mr. Wonderful. This is ill. There
London. London.
Oh yeah, London's here.
you go.
Express yourself. But what he has number 33 now, right?
Number 33. Yeah. He went the golf
Yeah.
route. He went the golf route.
Beautiful brand, I must say.
It's really branded really nicely, and he's got
Yeah.
a cool little move, and he's into it.
It could be the new 4-star.
It could. He's into it. That's
He's
what's
into it,
that's
yeah.
what's great.
I mean, I guess the first question you'd have to ask about a shelving company was, how much experience do you have with building shelves? And he'd probably say zero.
Zero, right?
Yeah.
I just like the look at them.
just-
They're
yeah.
so
Yeah.
ill. Like you could configure it in any way. Like it's ill.
I just messed up saying shelves one night and said shelves, like selves. I don't know. And I just thought it was cool.
I thought it was so fucking. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But don't tell anybody because this is my shit. Like I don't want anybody to steal the idea.
He doesn't even go there with the product. He's like just telling what it would look like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
He's selling them on a dream.
Yeah. Express Yourself.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll see him on Shark Tank one day.
One day.
But number 33.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out to him. I would love a box Eldridge. He promised me one and never came.
Oh.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. He comes here every goddamn week. Never has brought any of us any well, we have a couple toothpicks. Do you know what I mean? Like you
I
never
think we used them all
That's
already.
what I got. I got the toothpicks.
Yeah.
They're flavored though.
I don't care, dude. Every time we're giving him exposure on the show and all this shit, can't even give me a hat.
It's like how Diamond was started. They just started giving everyone bolts.
Yeah.
He gives everyone toothpicks.
Yeah.
That's true. Draws him in.
Hey, Sean, you had mentioned KC being the champs earlier. What was it like being at the Super Bowl and seeing your team win?
Okay. It was so incredible to experience that. One, because I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life. So I've actually had season tickets to Arrowhead when we went 2-14, and it was like a really dark season. Like a player committed suicide in the parking lot. People were flying banners over the stadium saying fire the GM and coach. Like there's a lot of dark times being a Chiefs fan. So one, to see that run that they went through to get to the Super Bowl was insane. Like I don't know if you guys are sports fans, but the 2 games they had to win to get to the Super Bowl, they were down by at least 20 points both those games.
Yep.
Came back, won. And then to top it all off, Budweiser was like, "Hey, we're taking over this whole hotel, and we'll put you up and bring out all of our friends." Atiba was going, Mark Razzo, Nuge, Costin. We all went as like a group out there and just stayed at a Budweiser hotel, got free tickets to the Super Bowl, and the whole experience was insane.
Wow.
I think I shed a tear when they won. And 2, which makes it a little better, is everybody that I was with, most of the people I was with, were going for SF.
Oh, seriously? Yeah.
It was the buildup. I was definitely outmanned. The couple days before, being in Miami, people are like, "Fuck Kansas City, whatever."
Right.
Niners game, whatever they say. But yeah, Kansas City pulled through.
Yep.
Now we are the champs, and who knows? Maybe we'll always be. The
Dude, but you had like really good seats too, right?
Yeah, it was a great time.
Like where were you?
You guys
Like
are in the end zone, right?
I was like on the corner of the end zone, like probably 20 rows up.
Wow.
oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Steezus was saying you guys saw the girl that like got naked and fucking streaked or something.
I didn't see that girl,
Oh.
no. But I did see Steezus.
Amazing.
Did see Steezus, said what up to him. And
Fucking miss
we
it,
got
dude.
to like, whatever. We were having a blast. I mean, Miami, Super Bowl, the whole thing. It was great.
Oh, I couldn't even
Super
imagine.
fun.
I mean, it's
And then I actually flew from Miami to Kansas City to go to the parade too,
wow.
which
That's epic.
was sick. Yeah.
It's a once in a lifetime experience, man. You know, shit like that.
What was the time reference before that they had been to the Super Bowl? It
It
was like 50 years or something?
It was 50 years. Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
insane. That's wild.
So 50-year Super Bowl, like little dry streak there. I don't know if you call it little, but 50 years since they
Yeah, that's a
Long time.
long
since they won
time.
one. Yeah, but it was actually like things lined up perfectly. Did the weekend Miami Super Bowl Monday, flew to Kansas City, did the parade Wednesday, and then flew home Wednesday night. Went to Australia Thursday morning. for
No
Shane Shoe
way.
release party. Yeah, it was like such a cool just like period of time for me.
It's like you were on a high the whole time.
The whole time, yeah. And it was great. Like had a blast. Oh, and I was in New York the 5 days before the Super Bowl. So I did New York to the Super Bowl in Miami to Kansas City for a few days, came home for a night in LA, and then flew to Australia for a week.
Wow.
It was like I was on a roll. I couldn't it was great.
Crazy.
And I look back at that time of just being at home for 3 straight months now, just like, oh shit.
Were you working on something now, like, or before the quarantine? Was there a project you were working on that just got put on halt, or?
No, I didn't really have a project I was working towards. But I just always felt like just kind of continue to keep skating and trying to film things. Just when something comes up, you're a little ahead of it, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
But thankfully nothing was really happening.
Yeah.
So quarantine was like, I could kind of like chill and not worry about it. But also I'm sure everybody's timelines got pushed back with things anyways. Not that it really matters.
For sure.
Yeah, I think everybody's timelines got pushed back.
I just heard today they just the NBA scheduled back on for July 31st.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Should we watch it on an Experience 9 Club, the first game back?
Absolutely. Come and join us. Yeah.
That'd be a good segment.
Yeah. Just us sitting around
I'll
watching
make-
Just you guys,
basketball.
you guys
make
reacting to it.
Michis.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Michis.
I'll make Michis and I'll hang out on.
He'll make
I'll just watch
maltoladas.
Maltoladas.
Yeah. You can make mine with O'Doul's. No, I'll have a real one. I'll have a real one.
We'll import some damn Lamons. You know?
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But yeah, we could have maybe Javier Sarmiento send us out some damn Limons.
Javier, one of the most talented skateboarders ever.
Hell yeah.
I don't think we could say enough about Javier Sarmiento. The guy is incredible on a skateboard.
Has he been on the show?
No.
Oh, I would love to watch one of him.
He's a funny ass dude too.
Hopefully he sees this, but someone should send it to him if he hasn't. But
Yeah.
Well, it'd be good since
I personally would love a Javi show. Yeah.
Ooh.
well, now that we can do this, like the FaceTime stuff, maybe we
Yeah.
can do it through that if he's, out in Spain. So
Not only is he one of the most talented, but he is super funny.
He is
That
funny.
dude is hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite. Him and Jesus. That couple right there is incredible together.
Yeah. That's what I was skating with him, Jesus, and Danny LeBron in Spain. And I was just like, these dudes are just like on a whole nother level. Like I don't know, their whole like thing. It's so sick to watch.
They're the best.
They are the best.
All three of them. Dream team.
Dream team.
Dream team.
C-Rob coined it right here. Dream team.
That's it, man.
Jesus.
Neighborhood 2.0.
Javier Sarmiento.
Yeah.
Danny LeBron.
Danny LeBron. Anyway. Well, dude,
Anyway,
this has been fun,
What are
man.
you guys having for dinner tonight? What are you gonna do?
Raj, you making any chili?
I have a whole
Are you guys
freezer
doing
full
dinner
of chicken.
together? You do family meals? What are you doing?
I eat. I don't eat with these guys, man. Raj is quite the cook, though, man. He makes his chili. It's too spicy for me, but ribs. What is you have? Your pierogies. You have a lot of stuff that you make.
I got a lot of things going on.
He has,
fried chicken?
He has his signature dishes.
He has his signature dishes. Me,
Kelly has his eggs.
Kelly has eggs.
I eat more. I don't eat eggs at nighttime, dude.
No,
It's not
you're
nighttime.
He's eating fucking heated up deli meat.
No, I don't. I went past that. I've been cooking up like mahi or
Oh.
like tuna.
Okay.
Dude, I
Damn,
go
your
to,
girl fucking rubbing off on you.
You're cooking up tuna.
yeah, dude, I go to Trader
Like
Joe's.
canned
They have-
tuna.
Yeah.
Canned tuna. Puts it in the toaster.
Just heating it up. Open face sandwich.
This just took a turn. You talk about eggs. Now he's like, man, I'm cooking up tuna.
I know.
Toast some tuna.
Toast up some tuna.
Yeah. Searing it, you know.
Puts it on a bagel.
Yeah.
Everything bagel.
Yeah.
I only eat what I catch in the morning when I go fishing. There.
Oh shit. Yeah. Man.
I do Blue Apron, right? So I get 3 meals a week with the Blue Apron, right? Never had a bad Blue Apron meal.
It
It's
teaches you
great.
to cook.
Teaches you how to cook as well. You know, it's got everything. It's a cooking for dummies. It's got the whole thing there. You make it. It's excellent. Love it. Other than that, you know, I did go to the store the other day. I said I didn't go to the store, but I went to the little market by my house. I go there before it closes because there's nobody there, so it's great. Got a Supreme DiGiorno.
Oh.
Who's calling?
Got a Supreme DiGiorno. So I'll probably be cooking up the Supreme DiGiorno.
That's, you know what? I back that.
Yeah.
I've done some frozen pizzas.
Rising
throughout
crust.
the quarantine. It's
Yeah,
great.
rising
Yeah.
crust. Yeah.
You know, it's cool. I got some pizzas, some frozen ones at my house, and I realized when I got them, I don't have an oven.
You don't have an oven? That's why he toasts tuna.
That's why you toast your salmon.
Yeah.
Or tuna or whatever the hell you make.
What kind of place does not come with an oven?
It's a studio. I don't know.
He's got like a kitchenette.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a nice place, but it's super old. It's like right off the boardwalk.
Go buy yourself a fucking
I have
Yeah,
a
can you
toaster
believe
oven.
it?
stove.
Weird.
I'm not. I don't know if I want to be there for that long.
Where are you going now?
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever. But my girl cooks for me most of the time, and she's an amazing cook, so she's great.
So he'll be moving downtown.
Wherever, dude. Just show up here. Man, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, what are you gonna have? What did
What's
J
J-Lo
Lo
making?
Yeah, what do you make?
Joseph is, what are you making? Sea bass?
See that?
Kick his ass, sea bass.
He's doing sea bass, a little salad.
Bring us to the kitchen and see what he's doing.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
end,
I'll show you.
let's end the show with a nice cooking with J Lo section.
Cooking with J-Lo is the real thing.
Let's see here. Let's see.
Can
there
you
he
guys hear him
is.
through my mic?
Yeah, we could hear him.
Tabbouleh.
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 All right, nice.
Okay, not a big fan,
Vegan,
but
it's tasty.
okay.
Lemon, parsley, bulgur, some tomatoes, mint.
Looks
Wait a
good.
minute, that's the
Lemon juice is key.
okay. That's just a side dish.
He
He
can't
has
hear
all
us,
the
by way.
burners going out here.
Wow, I like
Got
that
some,
backsplash.
Sprouting broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of Sean's air fryer.
Air fryers are great.
It's amazing.
Air fryers are
Air
amazing.
fryers are great.
Yeah.
Air fryer's great. Kind of keep it relatively healthy. Just olive oil and just like throw it in there.
Okay.
Just char it up.
About to make some rice.
Wow.
And yeah, some sea bass.
Okay. Sea bass.
Routine.
Can we come over for dinner?
And that's how I've been living.
Tell J Lo he can come stay with
You
me.
might have to pay him for that.
Okay. Well, yeah. You've got a good. Sounds like you got a good gig over
And
there.
what
Joseph
wine are you
did
pairing with
say
that?
He'd cook for you. He said he'd cook for you and drop it off on your doorstep.
Perfect.
What wine are you guys pairing with that?
Well, we gotta ask the Som. She doesn't like being on camera right now. Emily, what kind of wine would you pair with the sea bass? Yeah. Medium-bodied white.
Okay.
What would you suggest if someone were to go to the store right now? Bubbly, high acid white. You got a brand name for us?
And what would you pair with toasted tuna?
Oh, white as well.
Is that something I could show?
Maybe some old English.
We'll
with
give
it.
something nice. All right.
Let's see. What is
She said high acid bubbly white wine.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect with sea bass. And I'm sure you could do the same thing with the toasted tuna,
It
Kelly.
sounds
So, yeah.
pretty much, same thing.
A Chenin Blanc. We're going to do a Chenin Blanc.
Oh, Chenin Blanc.
All right. With the sea bass. Kelly wants to know what wine you'd pair with toasted tuna. He puts tuna in a toaster. I don't know.
Bumblebee tuna.
Yeah, menage a trois, red wine. I don't know. Maybe something like that.